Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. The city's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Danny, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, fills up your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so light.
Hi, I'm Susan Leftwich with the Healthwell Foundation, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Okay, I have no idea why I'm not on screen. There we go. Good morning, Frederick. Today is Wednesday, March 26th, and I'm your host, Danny Gurry. Oh, man. Oh, it just is. It keeps going the way it goes. Happy Hump Day. All right, today's show, we got Morning Roundup with Bob Miller and Chris Michaels from WFMD's Morning News Express, covering local news, weather, and sports. Then we're going to go a highlight of some of the events happening in and around Frederick. There are tons of things happening. More and more get posted every single day. Trying to keep up with all of that. I've got an interview with Laurie Owens, Neora representative, finding out all about the products that they carry. And we'll talk about our sip and sample coming up soon. And then Shu from Dōp Pizza. They've got a new permanent home at Rack Yard, which is really exciting and great news for them. All right, Wags for Hope. We got a few days left, 4 to be exact. Today through Sunday are the last days where you can go to Good Morning Frederick's and purchase merch from Good Morning Frederick, either at the Home of Everything Frederick at 401 North Market Street in downtown, or online. If you go to promocircus.com, you'll see the shop there, and you can order online as well, and proceeds benefit Wags for Hope. I met Christy yesterday at Baker Park with Laura and their 2 pups, and you'll meet them coming up soon, but it's a great organization, and they do therapy. They go to senior places, care facilities. They go to hospitals, as well as doing the READ program, which is phenomenal. I want to say good morning, Mama Cone. It is Hump Day. Let's get to it. Mama Cone is going to be at the Home of Everything Frederick today, and she'll be taking care of you. So stop by, purchase, say hi to Mama Cone. And want to say hi to Tara Flannery. And speaking of Wags for Hope, Christy Wood. And Sparkle is her pup. And Sparkle has many outfits. Was wearing one yesterday, a little tutu, and nails painted and everything. The dog is more better groomed than I am, for sure. All right, so let's support our local nonprofits like Wags for Hope. We are happy to do that every month, donate the proceeds from all of our merch. We got some cool stuff, like I said. We got this really cool MP3 player you can purchase, just $20. You can play all your favorite music and have Good Morning Frederick right on it. Of course, we got our crossbody bags, got all of our t-shirts, including the long sleeve still that I'm wearing today. It's still a little chilly out. And so, yeah, we love to give back. We also have the show in podcast form. Don't forget that you can find us on Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeart, iTunes, and other platforms. And, we really appreciate you tuning in to our podcast as well. All right, let's go ahead and get this Wednesday show going. Thank you to our show's sponsor, Rita's Italian Ice and Frozen Custard of Frederick. They are open daily from noon to 9 p.m. And not only can you get Italian ice and frozen custard, you can get a hot pretzel or iced coffee. They have those very cool Skittles flavors now with the freeze-dried Skittles on top. And if you can't get to Rita's, they can come to you, Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber Eats as well. And they also have a mobile unit that can come to an event or they can cater. Mark your calendars. Every day is a great day for Rita's. And there's no reason not to have Rita's. They're located at 538 West South Street, right near Frederick High in Frederick. All right. We got Bob Miller in the studio. We're going to see what's happening locally right now. Morning Roundup is sponsored by Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland. Window tinting, paint protection film, ceramic coating, vinyl wraps like on the Good Morning Frederick car. Also, customized leather upholstered car seats. They can take care of all your aftermarket enhancements. Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland, accessories for any lifestyle. Find them on Urbana Pike or at autotrim-md.com. Well, good morning to you.
Well, can you read that? Hang on,
yeah.
There we go. I don't know how to. Yeah, there you go. I know how to work these cameras. Everything's backwards to me. So there you go. That's the Good Morning Frederick coffee mug that Chris and I were having a discussion this morning about our intake of beverages. Okay, so when I woke up this morning, I drink a lot of stuff. Okay. And we were talking about Diet Cokes versus regular Cokes because I'm a big Diet Coke guy, but I'm trying to cut back on Diet Cokes. But I pop the top. I always have I drink a Monster drink. I know it's not good for you, but I love them anyway. The grape ones only. Well, the fruit punch ones are pretty good too. So we talked about that. And then I said, I was getting the sniffles yesterday and I thought I was getting sick. So I took some Emergency. So I had a bottle of water with Emergency in it. And then I have a glass that my son got me, and it has lemonade in it, kind of watered down lemonade from Crystal Light. And I said something to the fact that I would have coffee, but when my wife makes a pot of coffee, and she's retired now, so she's home, and her mother-in-law, when I get downstairs, there's no coffee left. I mean, they drink the whole pot. And so she brought me up earlier. She was up and brought me up about a half a cup, 3/4 of a cup, whatever was left in the bottom of the container of coffee, which was very nice. So I've been sipping on that.
You were having like the buffet of beverages. That's what
I always do. I carry up because the energy drink goes pretty quickly. So then you got to have something else. And I don't want to go downstairs and get anything else. So I bring it all up at one time. It's it's a big armful of drinks I carry up the steps and without hopefully not spilling anything.
Yeah. You know what's amazing, Danny, is that Bob has all those drinks next to his computer. He doesn't spill anything. Frank Mitchell has one cup of coffee and he knocks it over and spills it everywhere. How is that possible? And we make sure it's not next to the board when he has his coffee for that reason.
Oh yeah, that used to be the big rule. Rule.
Not in the studio, but I will be honest. I have spilled a cup of coffee onto my laptop, and it took a long time. I actually took it someplace right away. I took it to a computer place, and I'm like, "Look, here's the deal." He took it off. He kind of wiped it down, and he's like, "It could still be a little sticky here and there." It took a while, and I think I eventually bought a new one. So it was old.
It's
anyway.
funny, my husband. That's what he does for a living, IT, and people will bring in their laptops and say, I have no idea what's happened to it. And when he opens it up, there's like half a glass of red wine inside. And he's like, okay, I see.
Speaking of which, I'm not a stickler for that. I don't mind if you have drinks in the studio, especially coffee. I mean, when you work in the mornings, you got to have coffee. My thing is, again, don't have it next to the board. We've got plenty of spots where you could put your coffee right behind the chair. There's a table over there. You can put your coffee over there because if you spill it, it goes on the floor. Clean it up. But that board, man, is about a $10,000 board, and for that thing fries, forget it. We're done.
Yeah. We also don't want to throw Frank under the bus, but my goodness gracious, always he is the premier coffee spiller, and I'm like, Frank, and then he's got the beard and the mustache, and he drinks coffee and it just drips all over the place. It's about as bad as, you remember our buddy Kemosabe Joe, who used to chew tobacco and he would spit it and it'd be all over the microphone here on the Sennheiser. And then it'd be spit on the wall driving down because he tried to spit into the trash can and he'd miss, and it would be a trail of tobacco juice on the wall. I'm like, oh my God, you guys are so gross.
That is so funny. I know Chemo now, and as a sweet older guy, okay, I'm very good friends with him, but I don't know obviously didn't know the Chemo of the past. And from what I hear, there's stories about him that just, oh man, he was a wild Bob. That's one of the funniest stories Bob told me. I got to tell you, it's just hysterical.
Yeah, don't forget the man who owned the Kemosabe Joe beverage barn off of Jefferson Street.
Oh, goodness gracious!
Yeah. Speaking of studio, tomorrow Bob won't be with us for the whole show. He's going to have to roll out around 7:00.
I am taking my wife to the airport tomorrow.
So, Bob, I always got to have somebody next to me when I do the show. It's one of those things, especially in this format. So, I have somebody special who's going to be with me for 2 hours tomorrow.
Do we know her name?
How'd you know it's a her? But yes, we do know her name. Good Morning Frederick's very own Danny Gurry is going to be co-hosting the Morning News Express, and Chief Jason Lando is actually going to be on tomorrow. So
I'm so talented. I'm going to be in 2 places at one time.
She's going to be like Bewitched Samantha. She's going to wiggle her nose.
That's right.
Go from Good Morning Frederick right into our studio.
Yeah. So I'm going to be, I'll be with you from 7 to 9 and back on the show from 9 to 10. It'll be great.
All right. Well, if you got Chief Jason Lando, don't sugarcoat any of the questions. You hit him with the hard ones. Like when they're going to get into the new building, the overcost overruns, are there anything there, crime stats, and then of course hit him with what's the latest on the job in Pittsburgh.
Oh, he loves that question.
I know he loves that question.
But also we'll probably have some Fox News reporters on, and we'll get into some of the news and stuff like that that's going on. So it'll be fun. Looking forward to, and I got to say, it's going to be cool for me because, again, I've known Danny for a long time. When I first got in radio, she was my boss over another radio station. So to be able to share a mic with my good friend Danny Gurry on the radio is going to be really cool. So
I think you don't go with the Gurry, go with the G, Danny G.
Yeah, you go.
Danny G. For that with gangsta. We got gangsta.
Danny, I like, Bob Miller's a genius, man. That's why he's the morning mayor. But yeah, we'll have some fun. We'll have some fun tomorrow, Danny, and thank you for coming in studio with me. So we'll look forward to that.
It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. Now, one thing we haven't talked about on the show, I think you and I talked about it a little bit before, is the movie list. This is the link to the movie list. I know you and I talked in person the other day about movies you keep adding to the list. We're trying to anyway.
We're not counting those. I got that. So the last 2, I guess, movies. Oh, I forgot to write them down. The last one I saw last week was Hook.
Yeah.
And
was what?
Hook.
Okay.
I don't know. Was that on the list?
How can it be on the list?
But see, this is a conundrum now we're in, but it is on the list. My favorite part of the movie, he stole second base, and they shot him. Great, funny. And Fatal Attraction. Oh, Fatal Attraction.
Oh, right. Yeah, you watch Fatal Attraction.
Did that scare you?
No. However, you know me. I'm one to write marriage advice because I've been doing it for 21 years. I'm a 21-year veteran with no scars. I said it for those men out there. If you are thinking about cheating on your wives, just watch that movie, and you will not do it.
Yeah.
All right. So I gotta add. Let's see. So you're. Let's see what we got here. We're here. And so you watched. Is Hook on here?
I don't think so.
It is. It is. Somebody.
Is it really?
We added Hook. All right. So I'm gonna watch. You've seen it, okay? And you watched Fatal Attraction.
So okay. I just Hook wasn't that great of a movie for me. I see. That's what makes the world go round, I guess.
I know.
I'm like looking at the list, going, Hook would be at the bottom of my list, and it's like Chris is like, well, why not? I just, I guess.
So this is my question then. If that's not considered a classic movie, the movie that I watched, the other movie, because I actually did watch 3 movies. My wife wanted to watch this other movie, and man, I forget the name of the movie. I think I mentioned to you when we saw each other. That movie should be on the list. No, if Hook is, I forget the name of the movie. Bob, you might know it. It's about a millionaire who him and his wife are both rich, and I guess the guy's in stocks, and she cheats on him with a painter, and then he tries to get her killed with the painter who cheated on with his wife. I can't think of the name. It's a Perfect Murder, I think it's called, or something like that.
I'm not
I
sure.
think it had Gwyneth Paltrow in it, is what you said, right?
Yes. A Perfect Murder. Let me just check Google. Perfect Murder. So yes, it had Michael Douglas, Gwyneth Paltrow in it, and it was in 1998. So have you never heard that movie, Bob? Perfect Murder?
Nope, but never seen it.
No.
Okay, then I guess we can't add it to the list then. Okay, never mind.
So for those of you just tuning in, Chris had hardly seen any movies at all. So Bob and I started this list of iconic movies. Actually, I started this during the pandemic for my son because I thought there's some really iconic movies you have to see. First of all, so you understand some of the terminology, famous sayings people use from these movies. And then we offered to sponsor him. $1 per movie that he watches is going to get donated to Christmas Cash for Kids. Right. So you've been slowly plodding through this list of hundreds of movies that we've put together to watch. There's still so many great ones on here. You haven't even scratched the surface.
Right?
Yeah, well, I'm not slowly. I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I just went 1 week without watching movies. So, I mean, okay. So I'm at Taken 2, we're not going to count. And so I'm at $102 right now. And still got plenty of time. We only started this thing the first week of January.
Okay.
We're
in April. So, really? I mean, pretty much we're in April. So.
No, I know, but listen, I'm averaging 2 movies a week, which isn't bad. And what's the goal? What would we like to see? A combined $1,000? That would be really good, right?
That'd be great. So I mean, what you might want to do, here's my suggestion. Maybe just go and start from the top and go to the bottom.
Yeah.
No, but
go in order.
Right?
There's some movies I just can't watch, and I'm waiting for those until the end. The ones I really don't want to see, I'm waiting to the end. So I'm kind of picking the ones I can deal with. Because look, folks, in case you don't know, I hate watching movies. I mean, this is like 2 hours of me sitting there, and then they gave me horrible movies like the jail one. I really hated that movie.
Shawshank Redemption. Shawshank Redemption. Horrible. Everybody's sitting there going, "What are you talking about?" It's a great movie.
It was brutal. So I suffered through that one, and then there are just some movies but listen, It's for the kids, so I'm wasting 2 hours of time I don't have to watch movies for the kids of Christmas Cash for Kids. So, any ideas?
Well, when you're sitting there watching the Nets play basketball, or the Mets play baseball, just sit there and go, okay, I have to not watch this. I'm going to watch that. It's that simple. So
I rectified the situation here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a small TV that I'm going to put next to my movie TV. That way I can watch both the Mets and Nets during the movies. So see, there you go. I can watch the movie and then casually turn my head and look at the game, see the score of the game. Right? It's genius.
Yeah, well, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Watch. I sent you a whole list of movies just to go ahead and give you some quick things, and not one of them. Not one of them. I mean, not one of them.
Are those movies on the list, Bob, that you sent me?
Yes, they were all on the list. Okay. All on the list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I was trying to do some New York movies like The Warriors, or I was trying to think of some other things that were there. That even West Side Stories about New York. I mean, trying to get you some New York stuff, and you're like, I'm going to watch Taking Flight 14.
I mean, if I want to see New York stuff, all I got to do is drive 4 hours north up 95, and I'm bada bing, bada boom, I'm right there. Look, The Warriors. Can I substitute that for the Best of the Ultimate Warrior from WWE or no?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
No.
All right. Okay. I guess I'll stop asking. And look, this week, I'm going to host You Want to Know with Dave Serio on WFMD. I got that going on. Then after that, I'll have time to watch some more movies, and I'll give you the update on Monday. There we go.
Right.
I suppose I should get into some news right now, which I have. So there we go. Not a whole lot of news, but it was a full house yesterday evening at the first floor hearing room of Winchester Hall as the Frederick County Council held a hearing on legislation regulating data centers. Boy, oh boy, data centers. Those are two words we've been hearing a lot lately. Darrell Boffman spoke in favor of data centers. Data centers represent more than just large buildings with servers, he said. They are engineers of growth. The facilities being substantial capital investment, long-term tax revenue, and high-paying jobs. Wow, Bob and Danny, that's probably the first person that I've heard is actually for this, to be honest with you. And then road crews are expected to begin working on highway projects in the area soon. They'll be located in Frederick, Carroll, and Howard counties. Just head to our website at WFMD.com to see where those closings are. That way you'll be in the know. And the Washington County Board of County Commissioners announced that its countywide burn ban will remain in effect at least another week due to ongoing dry conditions and a forecast with minimal rain. Officials will continue to monitor weather conditions and release the ban on Monday, March 31st, 2025, to determine if it should be lifted or extended further. All outdoor banning is prohibited. Prohibited, just as examples, activities include campfires, open fire pits, burning of debris and brush, and agricultural burns. And taking a quick look into weather, going to be a high of 51 today, mix of clouds and sun. Looking at a low of 30 tonight with clear skies. And taking a quick sneak peek into tomorrow, it's going to look beautiful tomorrow, Danny, for when you come in with me to the studio. It's going to be lots of sunshine. It's going to be a high of 62 tomorrow night, partly cloudy, looking at a low of 39. And here, he's not Howard Cosell, but he's darn close. The morning mayor, Bob Miller, with sports. Oh, I just gave him such a great intro, too. I worked on that intro all day today, and he didn't even hear it. Okay.
He missed it. He missed it. He's going to have to watch that back.
Okay. All right. So, I tell you what, Danny, I don't have the sports that Bob has. However, if you want, I could talk about the Brooklyn Nets.
the riveting that would be.
But we don't want to bore your viewers, so I won't get into the
wait
Brooklyn
a minute.
Nets.
Let's see.
Can you hear me now?
Now we can. Okay, can I redo that intro? I just gave you the best intro, Bob.
He gave you a great intro.
And you didn't even hear it. So let me redo it.
I didn't hear it. I can go back and listen to it, though.
Well, no. I'll redo it real quick. And he's not Howard Cosell, but he's awfully darn close. He is the morning mayor, Bob Miller, with sports.
Well, I want to do my best, Howard Cosell, but I don't remember how he talked. Nicholas Ehlers scored a breakaway 128 into overtime. The Winnipeg Jets clinched a playoff spot. They beat the Capitals yesterday by a score of 3-2. Good news is Alex Ovechkin inched closer to his goal of breaking Wayne Gretzky's NHL record. He got his 889th goal to move 6 away from breaking that record.
Wow.
Russell Wilson has agreed to a 1-year contract with the G-Men, the New York Giants, according to a person with the knowledge of the deal and the Associated Press. So congratulations going to him, at least one good quarterback in New York. In girls lacrosse yesterday, it was Catoctin over TJ by a score of 12-7. Lauren Kelly, 6 goals to lead the Cougars over the Patriots. Rebecca Zintz and Maddie Ball each had 3 goals and 1 assist for the Lady Cougars. Oakdale all over Walkersville yesterday by a score of 11-2. Emma Carey had 5 goals to lead the Bears. Urbana over Middletown 13-7. Tuscarora Downs Smithburg 17-1. Delaney Stoop had 8 goals to lead the Fighting Titans. Linganore over Brunswick 21-2. Concordia Prep over St. John's Catholic Prep 12-5. Boys lacrosse yesterday, Urbana Downs Middletown. Catoctin over TJ 18-0. Walkersville doubles up Oakdale 10-5. And South Carroll defeated Frederick by a score of 22-0. And softball, Urbana over Century. Gabby Mackinac, tossed a 2-hit shutout, 13 strikeouts to lead the Hawks to their first win of the season. And that is sports.
There were some big scores there in lacrosse.
Right.
Boy.
New York Giants, a bunch of bums. And it's nice to hear that a Jets team made the playoffs. Unfortunately, it's not my Jets.
Yeah, right.
On that note, all right. Well, Bob, you enjoy your day. I will enjoy my time tomorrow on WFMD. It'll be fun.
Watch the cat. He was right behind you.
Oh yes.
Real quickly,
right.
Danny, I got to hold on before you let us go. I got to give you a quick shout out. My daughter, Adriana, wanted you to give her a shout out, and she wanted to say she loves you and she loves your cat. So
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. He's bad.
And he just left.
Yeah, he just jumped off of whatever shelf that was you have available for him.
He lays in the window. Behind me. Oh, boy. All right. Well, you guys have a great day. I shall see you later.
All right. Have a great day, everybody.
All right. We want to thank them so much for joining us every morning. All right. We're going to take a quick break. Then we're going to be back with what's happening in Frederick. And we've got Laurie Owens, our Neora representative, and Shu from Dōp Pizza. They've got a new permanent home. So excited about that. All of that comes up right after this.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining flattery beyond compare.
All right, it is now time to find out what is happening in Frederick. happening in Frederick is sponsored by Intense Barbecue, family-owned barbecue food truck and catering company, cooking in small batches to make sure the food is as fresh as it can be when you get it. Food truck is out and about now. We're getting to that time of year. Food trucks are going to be everywhere, so be sure to check social media. Look up Intense Barbecue on Facebook. Follow them. They post where they're going to be. And you're going to want that food. I'm telling you, their meat parfaits are one of my favorite things. It's all in one container. So delicious. Go to intensebarbecue.com. That's IN1 0SE BBQ.com and satisfy your meat tooth. Okay, let's see. Tomorrow, High Rock presents The Craft of Brand Personality. You can still register for that. If you look for it on Eventbrite, you'll be able to go. It is at 10th Ward from 5 to 7 p.m. with a little bit of networking thrown in, plus the cocktail lab and live jazz. You got to love that. I'm going to be out there tomorrow for that as well. On Friday, it is the second annual Battle for South Mountain basketball game at Brunswick High School against Middletown High School staff, or Middletown feeder school staff. So the Brunswick feeder school staff versus Middletown feeder school staff. Last year, Middletown won. Brunswick is going to try to tie it up 1-1 this year, but the beneficiary is Frederick County Mental Health Association. So that's the real winner. March 29th, which is Saturday, how to turkey hunt and trout fish 8 to 4 for kids 6 to 17 years old. It is at Catoctin Fish and Game in Myersville. Looks like it's going to be a great day. Free lunch is provided. Or you can run a 5K, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. That is at Mount St. Mary's and benefits the Seton Center. March 30th is Sunday. It is the welcome home ceremony for Vietnam War veterans. If you would like to go, Pulling for Veterans is renting a van and they will take you. The ceremony is in Easton and they're leaving the FSK Mall at 9:15 a.m. and they'll take you down there and bring you back. And I think it's going to be a really great event. It is the 50th year of the end of the Vietnam War. At 3 p.m. on Sunday, it's the Flying Cows home game, and that is at Woodsboro Bank Arena. The theme is Community Day, so they want you to wear your community represented, maybe your school colors or shirts or anything like that. On April 1st, which is Tuesday, 9 to 11 a.m., head to the home of everything Frederick. You can pick up your Good Morning Frederick merch, 50% off on that day only from 9 to 11 a.m. Don't miss the show. You're going to want to watch it. We have a lot of fun stuff planned. We're going to be doing some live interviews with some local businesses, and also a lot of people will be stopping by and to be on the show. On April 2nd, that is Wednesday. It is the first Wednesday of the month. Therefore, we have Cocktails and Conversation at 401 North Market Street, the home of everything Frederick. Be sure to join us there. Let's see. April 5th is first Saturday. Come to the home of everything Frederick. We've got Toa Waters, Helping Hands, and Caring Hearts. Fortress Foundations. Zoomin' Groomin' is going to be doing $15 nail trims on the spot. And it is first Saturday after all, so come on out. Plus, you're going to meet Laurie in just a few minutes from 11 to 1 on first Saturday. We're going to have a sip, sample, and shop. And we're going to have a little mimosa bar set up so you can come have some sips while you're shopping and learn all about Neora, plus hang out with a lot of our pop-up vendors, which is going to be great. April 6th is the Focus Cash Bingo from 12:30. That is at the Elks Lodge. April 10th, it is a Take Back the Night event at Hood College. And that is to benefit the survivors of power-based violence. On April 12th, there is a disc golf tournament to benefit the Seton Center. You can register at discgolfscene.com. And then April 14th, it is the countywide Good Morning Frederick Adult egg hunt. Oh, the prizes. I keep getting more and more prizes, but we've got McClintock Distilling, Terrapin Travel, Intense Barbecue, 7th Street Cafe, Red Horse Steakhouse, 10th Ward, Sandbox Brewhouse, Starvin' Marvin, Auto Spa, and lots more. And we're going to be, as we get up to it, of course, Maryland Lottery is the sponsor of that, and 300 eggs are going to be hidden around the county. You better be following Good Morning Frederick's Facebook page. That's where we're releasing the photos of each of the eggs, and yeah, you can get some great prizes, including $500 in cash and 100 Maryland Lottery scratch-offs. It's going to be wonderful. All right, April 19th through 26th is Thurmont's Restaurant Week. The 24th is Ship's annual lip sync battle. Tickets are on sale for that right now. You can go to shipfrederick.com. On April 26th is Andrea's House Rise and Renew Gala. And on the 27th is Stomp Out Heroin 5K at Baker Park. And also Pulling for Veterans Flea Market at the AmVets Farm. Space is just $30. And that benefits Pulling for Veterans. Register for that. That's a good time to spring clean and sell your stuff. I might have to get a space there as well. All right, if you have an event you want included on the calendar, just email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com. We're going to take one more quick break, then we're back with Laurie Owens. Tell us all about Neora. And Shu is Dōp Pizza's owner and moving from a food truck to a permanent home, although they are keeping the food truck. So there you go. We're going to meet him as well just after this break.
Travel better with Antietam World Travel Service, your gateway to worry-free journeys. With their extensive network, unmatched experience, and personalized services, you can explore the world with confidence and ease. When you work with Antietam World Travel Service, you get convenience, experience, and connections. Go to AntietamTravel.com now and get started on your dream vacation.
Dream-free art, Frederick's first and only splatter room. New location, new beginner-friendly artful shenanigans for all ages. Come fling paint and make a masterpiece in Dream-free Art Splatter Room, or join us for a fun and unique art experience. Book your next birthday party, corporate event, date night, or family outing at dreamfreeart.com to unleash your inner artist today. Dream-free art. Free your creativity.
A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're right here in Frederick, servicing Frederick County. This is the time right now you need to contact A&S Construction because they can take care of any issues you might be having with your roofing or siding. They can also install new windows and gutters. Right now is the time for that as well. And how about a new patio or deck? You're going to want to be sitting outside very soon. Well, call 301-703-2157 or email info@ansconstruction.net. Remember, you can save $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs as long as you tell Sandra you saw her on Good Morning Frederick. Screenshot it right now and give them a call today to get your outside home looking as good as I'm sure the inside of your home looks. All right, let's find out who is making our market fantastic. Market Makers is sponsored by the Maryland Lottery. Tons of ways to win with Maryland Lottery. There are hot scratch-offs like big money where a $5 ticket could net you $50,000. or the $2 Monopoly ticket with a top prize of $10,000. Go to mdlottery.com for all the details. Plus, you need to download their app. You can scan your tickets to see if you're a winner. It is available in your app store. Maryland Lottery. You must be 18 or older to play, and please play responsibly. All right, I recently met Laurie Owens and found out about a company called Neora, which has been around for ages. I had no idea. I love learning about new companies. Here she is, and you will be joining us on April 5th for a sip and sample.
We are at 401 North Market Street, the home of everything Frederick in downtown. I've just met Laurie. Neora is the company you represent.
Yes, it is.
Welcome to Good Morning, Frederick.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. I'm very excited, actually.
Well, I'm excited to hear about this because you're so excited about it.
Yes.
So tell me about Neora. What is it, and how did you come to represent this company?
Okay. So Neora is an anti-aging and wellness company that transforms lives.
Okay.
And not just your skin, not just your hair, not just your gut health, brain health, or weight management. It transforms lives emotionally. I am a completely different person than I was. It'll be almost 5 years ago. Money-wise, financially, I mean, and we're about to launch something next month that I'll get into it a little bit in a few seconds, but that's just going to transform everything. We are going to, it's extremely exciting. It's
direct sales, so you found this company.
It's the only direct selling company that we have gotten the green light from the government telling us that we are a legit company.
Okay.
80% of our sales are from customers.
Okay.
80%, which means we have repeat business. We have repeat customers every single month, and we are, as distributors, as brand partners is what we're called, we do not have to purchase products in order to make money.
Oh, to keep that, right.
Okay,
So
and
that's
the difference between...
And this is what happened, I think everybody remembers well, we won't get into the scandals of direct sales, but anyway, a lot of reps had to purchase the product,
yes, in order
sell them,
yes, and we don't do that.
And then they went into debt. You just demonstrate the products, talk about them.
It's our own business, obviously. But like I said, we have the green light from the government saying that we are a legit company because 80% of our sales comes from customers. That's a lot.
That is a lot. How did you find them?
So I was 59 years old, living with a friend because I had just broken up with my boyfriend of 6 years.
Yeah.
He became crazy.
Yeah.
And my son was going through an extremely tough time with addiction 2 years prior to that.
Okay.
So I was just kind of spiraling out of control. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm 59 years old, living with my friend. How did I get here, kind of thing?
Right.
I prayed. I was like, please show me a sign. And like 3 months later, I got a call from my friend Karen, who I knew from high school, out of the blue. And she told me about Neora.
Okay.
And at first I'm like, no, I'm not into it, And she's like, Laurie, I'm telling you, this changed my life. You just have to just try it. Because it's $20 to start. There's no...
no huge investment.
There's no investment. It's great.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, sure, I'll try it. Well, at my first party, I made over $500. It was easy, it was fun, and I have friends that come to me saying, oh my gosh, thank you so much for the acne pads. My son now can go to school without hiding his face.
Yeah.
Like I transform lives.
Yeah.
I have somebody who just wanted to do it because she wanted to pay for her son's soccer, like the big league.
Yeah, the fees.
It's like thousands
Travel
of dollars.
leagues.
Travel,
yeah.
And she's like, thank you so much, this is great. And I'm like, excellent. You know,
Yeah.
that's why it transforms lives.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So that's why I started.
And so when did you start?
It'll be 5 years in June.
That's amazing. Okay, I haven't heard a lot about Neora, so it must just be right on the precipice.
And that's the thing. We are 14 years young, and we started with this product, one product.
Okay.
It's our Age IQ Night Cream. It's the only thing we had. In the first year, this little thing did $100 million in sales.
Okay.
In the second year, it did $300 million in sales, which then made us become Inc. 500's fastest growing consumer brand. Wow. And that's not just in the direct selling, that's all brands.
Yeah.
So it takes care of all signs of aging, wrinkles, elasticity.
Yeah.
It goes on like a mask. It's awesome. It doesn't get on your pillow. It's a phenomenal product.
Okay.
And so now we have a day cream and a face wash, and we have everything. So.
I love it. Mm-hmm. I love it.
Yeah.
Well, the health and beauty industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, so it is a great space to be in if you can get any traction.
Right.
So how does it work for you? People have a party, they invite their friends, you come do demos. What's
so
that?
All that. So we call them sip and samples. You can sip on your favorite beverage. It could be water, tea, wine, and sample the products.
Okay.
We have an eye serum that works instantaneously, so they will see that. Their other products obviously take time.
Yeah.
We have a 60-day money-back guarantee. If you don't see any improvement,
okay,
you get your money back 60 days in.
All right.
No company can do that either.
Yeah. Okay, so I contact you, invite my friends over, and you demonstrate,
I demo,
and people,
you sample the products,
yeah.
and you can order that way. When you join, they give us our own website. It's an affiliate link. People can just go on your website and order. I get so many people from Facebook that I've never even met.
Gotcha. So it's just that you can show people, tell people, and they can choose to order. That's really great, too.
Yeah, it's great.
That's great that it expands your audience.
Absolutely.
So where do people go if they want to try some of these products or contact you?
So Laurie Owens, Laurie, Owens, 61.neora.com.
Okay, and I'll put that on screen, so we'll make sure the website is right there for everybody to check everything out. What is the number one thing if they're going to dip their toe in? Where should they start? Should they start with that, do you think? Or
well, we're definitely known for our skincare.
Okay.
But we have everything. But I do want to say one thing. We are about to launch a product that is going to just blow everybody out of the water in the beauty industry. It's a space that has never been filled, and it's going to be filled by us.
Oh boy.
So it is so exciting. I don't know lots about it. We're going to learn about it next month in Dallas at our convention, but it's a plant. All of our items are holistic, plant-based, good for you. They say Ulta's clean. They say Sephora's clean. Our list is like this of clean products. Sephora, and then there's Ulta. So of bad products that are not in our stuff.
Yeah.
And then, but this is a plant-based filler.
Okay.
Nope, it's not on the market. No one has it.
Okay.
And it's going to be something that will plump your skin. It will increase your collagen production by 1,223%.
Wow.
And it's 3 seconds a day.
Okay.
You have to use it for 3 seconds a day.
I can commit to that.
It's amazing. It's going to be amazing, and it's going to blow. We're going to blow up the beauty industry. I'm so excited about that. Yeah.
That is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad God answered your prayers to find something to turn everything around for you. I think it's great. So now, are you still living with your friend?
Oh, no. So I told myself when I joined Neora I was going to buy my own house, which I did. In 2 years, I have my own home. And now I'm working on a beach house for my kids.
Well,
I have 4 kids, 3 grandkids, 1 on the way. I want a beach house. So.
Well, it's always good to have goals, and I love that
big.
you're utilizing this avenue to get there. I think it's phenomenal.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to hear more about Neora, I know for sure, but I'll make sure Laurie's details are on screen for you to check it out. Look, we can all do better with our skin. I was just telling her I do nothing, so I might be checking this out myself. But reach out to her, get the products, or have her come and talk to you about everything. She'll do that.
I would love it. Yeah.
Reach out to Laurie at Neora, and we will see you guys next time. All right, you don't even need to reach out to her. Just come to the home of everything Frederick. First Saturday, April 5th, 11 to 1. We're going to be doing a sip and sample and shop event. If you want to learn more about Neora, I do. I want to see how some of this stuff works. And she should have the stuff that takes 3 seconds to see the impact, and maybe the new filler stuff she was talking about. But April 5th, We are going to check it out with a sip and sample event 11 to 1 at the home of everything Frederick. All right, moving right along, we have someone else who is making our market great. Let's find out who that is right now. This Market Makers is sponsored by the Healing Storm Holistic Wellness. Shannon and her team strive to make sure you're seen, heard, and valued at every visit. The Healing Storm focuses on alternative, holistic healing methods to relieve your stress and pain. From massage therapy to Reiki, lymphatic massage, and an entire healing journey program. Check out thehealingstorm.com for more details and to schedule an appointment today. I got the great opportunity to meet Shu and find out the new home for Dōp Pizza. Here he is, right here.
In Rack Yard. Yes. So exciting. This is Shu, owner of Dōp Pizza. We are right off Saginaw Avenue. If you know where Rack Brewery is, we are attached to that, brand new, getting ready to open. And a new opportunity for you coming.
Absolutely.
But let's talk about the current business that you have, which is the food truck, Dōp Pizza. Mm-hmm. Tell me how you came about to starting a food truck and doing pizzas.
Yeah, so we'll start with the food truck. I was a general manager of a pizzeria in Bethesda.
Okay.
And I think I just kind of outgrew my shell there. And I had this lovely couple come in, and I was kind of, they looked a little lost in the dining room, and I was like, can I help you with something? And they were like, well, my brother has a pizza oven in his backyard, and we want to throw a bar mitzvah for our son, and we were wondering if, we could, commission your staff to come out and cook pizzas on site. I was like, well, it's not really something that we do, but I think that's something I can do for you. So I had, done some event work with my wife. We were doing events and catering for a little while on the side. And I was like, you know what, I can do this for them. So I shortly quit that job, got a serving position, and spent the next few months just kind of figuring out how I was going to cater a bar mitzvah for 150 people. And then we went ahead and did it, and it was, not my best work, but at the end of the day, the client was super happy. And we've been going to their house every year now and doing a kickoff awards for the Moxie Awards. So we do that every year. We've actually got it coming up in April as well. So
that's very cool. So how long ago was that?
That was back in 2022.
Okay.
2022, 2021, somewhere around
So they already had the pizza oven at their home?
Correct.
And
and so we didn't have a unit.
Right.
So, it was just a lot of practice. And then we executed, and I figured, you know what, I think this is something that I could do. So then it was just a matter of doing a lot of research and finding out, at first it was going to be using portable ovens and then setting up a table setup. And I was like, well, knowing myself, I think I'd be very annoyed with that very quickly. And so I was like, you know what, I need something that's a little more permanent in a sense. And then it just grew to something that, came with a bigger budget at the end of the day. But no, we're glad we went the route we did, and it seemed to work out one way or another.
Well, I know it's very popular. There aren't many places doing pizza the way you guys do it in Frederick, which is great. So you're not in a saturated kind of market where you're competing for that. But the food truck industry is pretty saturated now in Frederick. There's a lot of food trucks, which is awesome for us. Not so great when you're trying to book events and be out and doing all of that, and you're kind of beholden to event people. But you did get a space here pretty permanently outside, right? On what street is that? That is
That would be Saginaw Avenue.
That's Saginaw, right. And so then this opportunity came with Rack Yard. And you are now going to be permanently installed with a commercial kitchen inside Rack Yard, but you're expanding from just pizza.
Yes, we are.
Nice.
So I've opened up a few pizzerias in the past, managed a bunch, and just really, pizza is one of those foods, from a business standpoint, it's one of the most consumed foods that we eat as Americans. But just aside from that, I mean, it's one of those perfect foods, right? It's got the perfect balance of fat, acid, salt, and you can customize
handheld,
it. Exactly.
It's easy, portable.
And it's an equalizer, you know? It doesn't matter what class or what where you're at, anyone can enjoy a good slice of pizza, right? And to me, there's no such thing as a wrong pizza, right?
Correct.
You know, I think when you're getting a slice at maybe a lower end shop or something very high end and gourmet, there's a place for each of those.
Sure,
We just kind of found our niche, and that's kind of where Dōp Pizza came from, right?
Yeah.
Because I didn't kind of find the kind of pizza that I wanted in my area. I actually come from Montgomery County.
We still love you. It's okay.
No. Well, I would love to move to Frederick in the next couple of years. But, you know, the reason we call it Dōp Pizza is because it's not really, well, let's go back to the DOP, the stamp, the Denominazione di Origine Protetta, which is a stamp given from goods that specialize in regions that are authenticated for making those goods, right? So just as you'd see champagne from France can only be champagne if it comes from Champagne, it's the same deal.
Nice.
And so that's where the DOP came from.
I did not know that.
But the reason it's not DOP or DOP and the reason it is Dōp is because while we take that nod to tradition, we kind of put our own spin on things and kind of redefine what that is to us. So it's not a DOP pizza, it's just a Dōp Pizza.
There you go.
But, you know, coming from pizza, I mean, I've been classically trained in Italian cooking for over 15 years now. Cut a lot of my teeth in DC, working under chefs and honing my skill and kind of finding my identity in that way. And I think pizza fit that very naturally, but now it's, you know, I'm ready to showcase so much more that that I'm able and willing to do and still put that Dōp spin on it.
I love it. Well, we can't wait to come taste the full menu, and you're not far away.
Absolutely.
The difference between when I was here interviewing Joe and Troyce Gatewood a couple weeks ago to now is extraordinary, and I know for them it probably feels snail's pace, but it's going to be an amazing venue that can hold several hundred people, and it's going to mean you're going to be, you know, running on ice for a while. How are you looking at with staffing and all of that? Do you need people, or you got a staff ready to go?
So staffing was actually surprisingly easy. I think we were able to really find the entire team in a matter of a week. We had a few people lined up just from word of mouth, which was super awesome. You know, staffing for the food truck is tricky. Not everyone necessarily wants to work in a food truck.
Right.
And I have to admit, I have a standard that I like to operate under.
We love that,
and you know, having a kitchen will just make that so much easier. But no, we were blessed in finding our staff pretty quickly. Training is one of the reasons I love being a chef is having that opportunity to teach. So I'm very much looking forward to that. But it's all coming together pretty quickly. I've, you know, like I said, I've opened a few pizzerias before, always at a managerial level. And so I kind of understand, well, what do we need? Who needs to be in what place to make sure this runs efficiently? I mean, in Bethesda, we had about 25 people on payroll, all in all, front of the house, back of the house. And I mean, we were cranking out about 2,000 pizzas a week.
Whoa.
So, and you know, 300 of that would be on a Friday night.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
now, do you feel like you guys are going to be doing carry out and all of that stuff too, or really just catering to the people who are here at Rack?
No, absolutely. I mean, I think naturally in the pizza game, carry out is very much a part of it. We are going to have a really cool pickup window right in the front as well. So, you know, if you have dogs, kids, or you know, you just want to enjoy the weather outside, we can serve you as well.
Love it.
So, you know, it's kind of cute because it's kind of keeping that food truck aspect of it alive, but you know, going back to our roots, but then also, we're looking to, you know, not just serve everyone here on the Rack Yard, but also in the Rack Lounge.
Of course.
And then, you know, we're really leaning into doing private events over there in the lounge. So we've got a full expanded catering menu and all of that.
Fantastic. Speaking of the food truck, what happens now? Are you still going to be utilizing it for events and stuff like that so that you can still be out there?
Yeah, absolutely. Nice. You know, there's a bunch of great events downtown that we love being a part of. Alive at 5 is always a super fun event. But also we're just booking like crazy for private events. So we've got weddings and rehearsal dinners and all sorts of stuff lined up for this year and next.
Which is phenomenal. I think that's really great, and it's a great way to stay out in the public and promoting and
Yeah,
advertising.
exactly. We'd like to think of like a satellite location to start bringing in, bring people in.
Absolutely. What's your best-selling pizza right now?
You know, it's such a hard question, and I love that, right?
I love it too.
Because
That's great.
I mean, it's so even across
Is
the
it?
board.
That's
So
amazing.
honestly, one of the things when we first opened, and it killed me, was like pepperoni pizza was at the top of the list.
Gosh.
Always, always, always.
I
And
think
was
that's
like,
people's like entry level.
Well,
They want to
exactly,
try it out. They want to make
exactly.
sure the crust is good. I'm a crust girl, so
Yeah.
I always want to make. And then you start to go, okay, well, if that's good, then I'm sure we
and
will.
you know, I think of it the same way. Usually, I can tell by what someone orders if it's their
If it's
first time.
or
Yeah.
not.
So, but no, that's cool because now it's like I can't even say it is pepperoni
Great.
anymore, which
That's
is
good.
you know, one of my goals. So I'm super happy
you're
about
doing
that.
well there. So can people, I know you guys are online on socials and stuff like that too, and they can find out where the food truck is and keep up to date with what's happening here. Awesome.
Absolutely.
That's excellent.
At dopepizza.co, not .com.
Okay,
.com
I'll
will
make sure
take
that's
you.
on screen and it won't be a typo when you see that. This is Shu. You're going to see a lot more of him if you come over to Rack Yard as soon as it's open. We're going to get some great food. In the meantime, you can see the food truck at Rack Brewery right on the street and get a little taste of what's to come here very soon. We thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for having me. This was super fun.
Oh gosh, can't wait to check that out. They should be open very soon. If they haven't already, I'll have to go check that out. They were hoping by the end of this month, which we're there. All right, that's it for us today. We're back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. right here. Remember, Good Morning Frederick's Facebook page. YouTube is the best place, my personal Facebook page. Best place to get our stream. You can count on it every single day. All right, well, have a great day. Let's get out there and let's be great, Frederick. I know you